Welcome back, adventurers, to episode 21. Currently inside Cazador's dungeon right now. In last episode, we completed Astarion's companion quest. We killed Cazador and released all of the vampire spawn into the Underdark. Astarion's fate is sealed. He'll be a vampire spawn until the end of his days. Quite the emotional quest. So we're going to head back to camp, and I'm probably going to dismiss Astarion and Karlach, and then we're going to pick up Gale, because I want to do his Sorceress Sundries quest today. And also probably pick up Minsk. Maybe even Jaheira too. Maybe I'll leave Shadowheart out for a few hours. So let's head to camp.
You did a good thing back there. I won't dwell on the matter. I know that's not a sentiment you're accustomed to reveling in, but rest assured, your actions have spoken for themselves.
Join me, Gal. Why don't you?
With pleasure. Lead on.
Excellent. Now we got our wizard back.
Very well.
I'm going to dismiss Karlach, and we're going to pick up Minsk.
He'd hate to hear me say this, but I'm so fucking proud of Astarion. He could have had it all, but he kept his soul instead. Wasn't sure he had it in him, but he's changed so much. Overcome so much darkness. Oh, I could smooch that pointy little face.
So Astarion didn't fulfill his master's ambitions for himself. At least that means he's his own man. Though I'm a little surprised he didn't covet those powers.
Astarion showed restraint where most others wouldn't. He might not appreciate the sentiment, but I'm proud of him.
Alright, Minsk, where you at, buddy?
To forswear the strength of 7,000 souls. That is an act of true strength, says Boo. Astarion may borrow Minsk's muscles whenever he is needful. Brave, powerful, puny Astarion.
Join me, Minsk. We gotta level you up.
A little rest to brush the road from Boo's fur, and then back to our adventuring.
Follow me.
Minsk shall be your shadow, as Boo is his.
Okay.
Every kicked buttock, another step on the path.
Gonna have to upgrade Minsk's gear a little bit. I'll see what I have in my inventory. And also level him up. I was actually able to level Minsk all the way up to level 12. So this is my first max level character in Baldur's Gate 3, which is pretty sweet. And Minsk is a level 12 strength-based ranger with the Hunter subclass, Colossus Slayer, and I did take the dual wielder feat. Just because I love dual wielding weapons that don't have the light property. I think it looks super cool and it's just a lot of fun. And right now I have 2 Mercolite Scourges. We have alright gear for Minsk right now. Definitely going to look for upgrades as I play, but this is what I had in my storage chest, so we have to work with it for now.
Justice walks on 4 feet and sleeps in my boot.
Kind of surreal to be controlling Minsk in a video game in 2023. You'll also notice that we have Find Familiar Boo. And there he is. Little cutie pie. The only thing that Boo has is a bite that does 7 to 13 damage. But yeah, let's head off to Sorceress Sundries. I already tried Speak with Animals on Boo and it didn't work. Which was sad, but that's okay.
Can't slow down.
They say that home is where a person can be their truest selves, without guile, without pretense.
Dude?
And now that you have seen where I come from, you know all there is to know about me. At least, all that matters. We spoke of my relationship with Duke Berlin Stilmane. The story I have told, no one else. I have no more secrets from you. No need to resort to subterfuge. We are true allies now, working towards a common goal.
If you put a shirt on, we could have a conversation. I'm not a big fan of the Emperor anymore. I feel like over the past 6 to 8 hours, maybe 10 hours of gameplay, I've grown less trustworthy of the Emperor. Just don't like him. Thought I did for a little while, but I think this is kind of a turning point these past few sessions. Why did you resort to subterfuge at all?
The only way we were ever going to get close enough to the brain to destroy it was by working together. But few would trust a mind flare. So I did what I had to convince you. I studied you. Your motivations, your actions, your desires. I deduced the best way to align your goals with my own.
You tried to control me.
I needed your absolute dedication to the cause. I anticipated the challenge, and I anticipated your resistance. What I didn't anticipate was how much I would enjoy your company, your mind. Sometimes, I felt almost like we were dancing our way towards something deeper.
Absolutely not, you freak.
Freak. If only you knew. But why conceal it? You may as well see for yourself.
Had to RP an emotional outburst right there. It happens.
Did you like it? The truth. This was the alternative relationship we could have had. Aren't you glad I finessed my methods? But since you insist on thwarting my craft, let us be blunt. You are my puppet. Make no mistake, without me, you have no value. You will take me to the brain because you have no other choice. And once we are there, you will do exactly what I tell you to. And you would do well to reconsider unlocking your potential. Your puerile attachment to your material form jeopardizes us all. If I must, I will force you.
Finally, the mask drops. You put so much effort into it.
We are done here.
Yep, not a fan of that guy anymore. Okay, let's teleport to the lower city central wall. And there's Sorcerer Sundries right in front of us. Start off with a few of our buffs. Okay.
I know the Mount thinks this absolutist adventurer beat his gold, but that's no reason to gut the rest of the bullshit.
And I'll give my party aid. Alright, Gal, lead the way. And that appears to be Eridan from the Druid's Grove, and Eridan was one of the few adventurers who took on the Night Song contract from the wizard named the Roakin, who currently resides in Ramesses Tower in the upper city of Baldur's Gate. And Eridan gave up on that contract, and we ended up taking it over.
Calm down, fighter. You're louder than the fire.
We'll have Wolf talk to Eridan.
Like a man, or hide away like a child. Let me back in, or bring Lorokin out here, you tin tube. You tell Lorokin I went for his goddamn night song, and now he has to pay up. What are you looking at? Shit, it's you. You went looking for the night song after me. Please tell me you found it.
I remember Eridan being quite rude back at the Grove, but he did just lose a lot of his adventuring party. Who are you trying to get at inside?
Lorokin, the wizard who set out the contract. He owns this place. And his little page boy inside knows how to get to him. Lorokin said it'd be easy money. A smash and grab. Get in, get the night song, go. Turns out his little relic was in a temple of Shah, beneath an army of goblins. Would never have taken my people in if I'd known. I can't bring them back. But I can make Lorokin cough up. Especially if you found the relic.
Sounds sincere right now. We still have to figure out why Lorokin wanted the Night Song. That's quite important to know. Alright, let's tell Eridan. Why not? I found the Night Song. Turns out it wasn't a relic, but an Azamar.
An Azamar? Hells. If I'd known, I'd have asked for more gold. Kidnapping costs more than theft. Don't forget, I'm the one who gave you that contract. I want my cut.
Don't get ahead of yourself, Eridan. Lorokin wanted her alive, and she's dead.
And I suppose you were stupid enough to kill her. Son of a bastard's whore. You had a small fortune in your grasp, and you let it go. I ought to knock some sense into you. But you know what? I'm too goddamn tired. If she's out there, I'm gonna find her. You mark my words.
Okay, buddy.
A long way from Waterdeep.
Welcome to Sorcerer's Sundries.
I'm sure you're no more
Can be simply packaged, picked up. Well, picked up by all but Minsk. When he touches the many delicate little jars, oh, how the wizards shout and stare.
Fear not, Minsk. You have a wizard at your side who positively encourages such curiosity. You'll fit right in.
Gotta listen to the banter with Minsk.
Right, wizard. We find our way to a weaponsmith. Minsk will rough you up. So that
Lava elemental, water elemental. The Roakin's projection. Huh, okay.
Oh, I have the magic dust.
Might want to be.
Look, welcome, dear patron, to Sorcerer's Sundries. I am an unperson in service of the revered wizard Lorokin, proprietor of this fine establishment. To browse our wares, say trade. To provide information about the Night Song, say Night Song. If you are a city official here to collect dues, say taxes. For all other inquiries, say other.
Funny. Night Song.
The provision of information that leads to the retrieval of the Night Song is worth a great deal to Master Lorokin. Do you have information regarding the Night Song?
Yes.
Please proceed upstairs for further instructions. Thank you. Please come again soon and have a magical day.
Okay. See if we can check out the store too.
Welcome back to Sorceress. What will it be?
Oh wow. This is like a wizard's dream come true right here. If I have gold, I could learn all of these spells. Scroll of Circle of Death? Wow. Flesh to stone. Disintegrate? Oh my god, 50 to 100 damage. How much would one of those be? 1,200 gold. That's crazy. I'm just a poor boy. Alright, well maybe I'll farm some gold. Birthright gives you a +2 to charisma. It's actually kind of nice. 820 for that. I'm gonna hold off for now. We'll keep this shop in mind. That's incredible. So many scrolls, really cool hats. Vest of Soul Rejuvenation. Whenever the wearer succeeds in a saving throw, they regain 1 to 4 hit points. We have light armor too. And actually, Gale can wear light armor because he's a human. You gain a +1 bonus to spell save DC when starting your turn on plant growth surface or vine surface. Regain 1d4 hit points. We'll stick to our moon devotion robes. Okay, let's take a little look around here. I love my Cazador staff that I have right now.
Not everyone can just wave their hands and be healed. What? One moment. I'm trying to work out how many pinches of mugwort is equivalent to 1 of Mother's Leaf.
Okay.
Most excellent.
Literature department. Can I help you?
I'm trying to find out about a particular Netherese crown. So yeah, Gale told us a few episodes ago that we should also come here to try to find more information on the Netherese crown, which is controlling the Elder Brain. Have you anything on that subject?
These books are sensitive. They prefer an environment of quiet reverence.
A little kooky. Wizard response. A quiet haven surrounded by books. I could get used to this.
Wouldn't trade it for the world. So I wouldn't. Anything I can help you with?
Trying to find out about a particular Netherese crown. Anything on that subject?
Bold. You might have heard that our library has a collection other shops would lack the skill to curate. Between us, even Master Larian was reluctant to house them in his tower. The pen is mightier than the magic wand, apparently. They're locked away here for their and our customers' safety. Our finest reserve includes the Tharkiat Codex, the Annals of Karsus and Netherese Folly, Sights of the Seelie, and the Curriculum of Strategy. Do any of those interest you?
He switched to a different character for a second. We spoke with a bookseller at Sorcerer's Sundries who mentioned an ancient tome called the Annals of Karsus. This sounds like exactly the kind of book Gale was looking for.
It is said to be written by Lord Karsus himself, the Netherese arcanist who attempted to replace the goddess Mystra, failed, and was banished for the attempt. Great magical knowledge lies within those pages, but not many can withstand it.
The Annals of Karsus. Where better to learn the secrets of the crown than in the writings of the one who might have forged it?
Sounds perfect. How much for me to buy it from?
Buy? Books as temperamental as these are not on sale. They are secured in our vault, where none can harm them, nor can they do any harm. Consider yourself lucky to have learned of such a book's existence, and then forget about it. The Annals of Karsus are best left unread.
Wizard Persuasion. Isn't it your job to share knowledge, not keep it locked away? At least tell me where the vault is. We got this.
Customers like you are why I prefer the company of books. The only way to gain access to the vault is through my office. And before you ask, no, you are not allowed in there either.
Thank you. I've learned more than enough.
You certainly have. Even simple knowledge of these tomes is enough to stimulate most.
Okay, well that was interesting. I guess we're going to be going to her office at some point. Oh, they're practicing animate undead.
You're after nothing but the best.
I can't have undead in the city because everybody runs from me.
The best necromantic charms in the city.
Have you seen how much the prices have risen? Might as well be throwing my gold straight into the lava elemental.
Okay, let's go upstairs.
I just think we should be careful.
If you... Welcome, dear patron, to the floor at the top of the stairs. If you have information about the Night Song, great riches await. If you are here to waste the great wizard Laroican's time, reconsider. Let your knowledge determine your path forward.
Oh wow. I remember seeing a screenshot of this in the past. We have 4 portals right here.
The Night Song is a druidic staff that allows its bearer command over an army of ancient beasts. The Night Song is an ancient potion that allows its drinker to become irresistibly attractive to man and god alike.
What the heck?
The Night Song is a priceless ruby from a realm beyond our own. The Night Song is an immortal being, the child of a deity.
Okay, I guess we're gonna go on this one then. Wish me luck.
Hold very still, Nicklaw. Craig's aim is much improved, but still leaves something up to chance.
Yes, sir.
All right, Craig. Ready? Aim. We have a visitor. At ease. Nicklaw, you may go. I see no Night Song. Surely you wouldn't have entered my tower without the Night Song in hand, hmm? Surely my worthless apprentice wouldn't have allowed you to waste my time.
What do you want with her?
Her. Fascinating. You've been to Shah's temple, haven't you? To the Shadowfell?
You speak as though you've seen the Night Song yourself.
Alas, I've paid for a good deal of very privileged information. Now I await the results of the generous contract I've commissioned. Answer now, or see what happens when fools misuse my valuable time.
What do you want, or why do you want her so badly?
I'm growing tired of this repartee, my friend. Let us cut to the chase. Beautiful, isn't it? Worth more than your life, too. I bought it from a Kalashite warlock. There's very little of his soul left to him. It can bind a celestial to the wearer's service with a snap of the fingers. And this can keep her in place. Forever.
A clever contraption. Let me guess, like Ketheric Thorm before you, you wish to become immortal.
It didn't work out for poor Ketheric, did it? He was a fool. A desperate mercenary who poured out his soul to whichever god flattered him. I serve no god, but that which stares back at me in the mirror. The Night Song will be put to a grand purpose, equalizing man and god. Whoever helps me attain that which I seek will be greatly rewarded.
Equalizing man and God. Quite the lofty ambition.
I intend to achieve greatness. And I intend to do it for a long, long, long time.
Should we deceive him? Or should we just tell him? Does it matter either way? I'm sorry to tell you, but she's dead. Run through with a Sharan spear.
Dead? That cannot be. It is immortal. A god.
I don't like how the game says that I did it when it was Shadow that did it. I tried to persuade her not to do it, but it is what it is. She was a Selûnite held by Sharans. Her death was inevitable.
Is that meant to be some consolation? It was the key to my immortality. How can this be? How can this be? Shit!
Okay. We're actually in Ramesses Tower right now, in the upper city. That's what the portal brought us to. Awesome. Well, let's talk to him again.
Bring me what I seek, and quickly, or do not come back. Ever.
Oh, he's in denial. You must be the wizard Larian. I've heard a great deal about you.
My, could it be? Gale of Waterdeep, here in my tower. I'm surprised you dare show your face after Mystra cast you on the scrap heap. Well, don't stand on ceremony. Out with it.
Netherese magic. Could it be that a source of it, a significant source, still exists?
Impossible, I dare say. Something so unstable can scarcely exist as anything greater than a minute fragment. Karsus found that out the hard way, and those wonderful flying cities of yore were grounded in a most violent manner. His hubris undid him. But enough of dusty history. I look to the future.
Okay. Alright, so the next part of Gale's quest is we persuaded Tolna to tell us how the Sorceress Sundry's vault can be accessed. The entrance is via her office, though she refused to grant us access. We need to find a way into her office. I think we're done with the Roakin for right now. It's cool to be in Ramesses Tower. Got to go here in Baldur's Gate 1. Oh my gosh. How awesome is that? And the city is just huge. I mean, obviously we can't explore all of this, but... And there's the lower wall right there. And Sorcerer's Sundries is somewhere right around here where my mouse is circling. And the Basilisk Gate, which was our first time that we came into the city within the walls, is right here. And then Worm's Crossing Bridge in the Rivington district a few episodes ago is behind Duskhawk Hill over here in that area. Wow, and then this is the upper city, home to the wealthy, the government buildings, the temple district, etc. Amazing. Okay.
No time to rest.
Be interesting in a different playthrough to just try to kill the Roakin right now. He doesn't have that much HP. Let's talk to the halfling real fast. I feel bad for this guy.
You'll bring him the night song, won't you? He'll be so very pleased, so very happy if his plans materialize.
And we could just try to kill him right now. Save the halfling.
If not over, then through.
Okay, I guess we're out of here. We're gonna try to find the office now. But first, I think we might have to check out these other portals.
The Night Song is a priceless ruby from a realm.
This is gonna bring us to the Hells? There's only one way to find out. Ah, what'd it do? Oh my god! It put me back at the entrance with 2 HP. Seriously?
We can keep going a little longer now.
Man. Vince, give me some cure wounds, my friend. Thank you, sir. I don't mind spending ranger spell slots. We always have spell slots on my ranger. Okay. Go back in. Uh-oh. You okay, buddy? What did I do? Message received. Oh, just... Really? Wait, hold on. Just because I went in the wrong portal, I can't go in here now? Maybe the Roakin doesn't want us coming in here anymore. Oh no, we're okay. Alright, let's take a look at the layout of this building with Gale. Tolna is that lady's name. Search Tolna's office. All right. Man, yeah, they won't let one of my... Somebody can't get in here. Maybe it's Wolf that can't get in just because of the portal. So let's take Gale, Minsk, and Shadow. We'll leave Wolf out in the street. Sorry, man. I don't like you here, buddy. You can stand guard. Let's see if we can get in now. Okay, there we go. I've been to jail and I've been kicked out of Sorcerer's Sundries. Okay, so this appears to be the door that we have to get through. Question is, how are we going to do that? We got animated armors everywhere. We do have the knock spell. So let's put Gale right here. See if we can take Shadowheart. Maybe we could use Minor Illusion. I thought I picked up Minor Illusion. Who did I pick it up with? Have everybody facing. Oh, this guy is the one that's facing. Hold on. Take Shadow and bring her over here.
Welcome, dear patron, to the floor at the top of the stairs.
There we go. Probably should have hit F5.
Tampering with that lock might be the last thing you ever do. This witness will make sure of that.
You gotta be kidding me. Oh my god. Are you Oh man. Expected to erupt into all-out combat. I mean, you could have arrested me and put me in jail. Oh man. Okay.
Allow me to demonstrate.
I'm going to Ramesses Tower. Come on, Boo. Go through the portal. No, Boo can't go through the portal. Dismiss yourself, Boo.
For your own personal
Oh, this is not going too well right now.
Determine your path forward.
Okay. All right. Well, it kind of worked. That was interesting. We have Gal stuck in. Everybody's been kicked out of this damn place. Boo is dying on the streets right now. Just died. Okay. Well, let's take Gal. Oh, we can't fast travel from here. Oh no. All right. Well, I guess we're going back through. Let me see if I can take an invisibility potion. And I don't think I have one. Glorious vault jumping, potion of speed. What about disguise self? That would actually work, I think. Maybe I could get my entire group back in here with disguise self. Disguise kit and a scroll of disguise self. Okay, let's send that to Gale. Let's turn into a gnome. Come on, please work. Oh my god, it worked. This is crazy. Okay, we're gonna have to find a way to get into this damn office. I had all of them facing this way. Maybe I should have... You know what? Let me talk to this guy again.
Welcome back, dear patron.
Go back to Gale. Oh, no, Wolf. Don't go in there, buddy. Oh, this guy is just not gonna... Hold on. Let's see if Gale has... Minor... Oh, we did. We picked it up with Gale. Okay, perfect. So let's see if that will work. Let's go ahead and... Minor illusion. Didn't seem to do anything. Come on, man. Look the other way, buddy. And now he's looking the other way. I mean,
I have a lot of domestic tasks that are quite frankly been
Okay, here we go. We go and try it again. Oh, look, the knock spell actually worked. The door is unlocked right now. Holy crap. Okay, this is our time. Oh my god, it worked. This game is so much fun. Okay. Woo! Okay, we have a basement key right here. Yeah, we'll take that. Master Lorokin has requested his Tome of Divination spells be brought to the basement. He must focus without interruption in order to see the unseen. Since he refused to speak to me since the incident with the ape, I have no choice but to make my request in writing. Tome of Divination Scrolls. We found a note in Tolna's office regarding the Sorceress Sundry's vault. Sounds like the vault is protected by some invisible means. We should tread carefully. Okay. McClar, as you refuse to speak to me following the incident with the three-eyed man, I have no choice but to make my request in writing. Master Leroican instructs you to bring his newly acquired lamp, the one with the Jinn, to the vault, and store it behind the protective wall. It is far too dangerous to be left on display in the shop proper. Behind the protective wall. We got some lore on the Weave of Magic. And then the Roican's original contract for the Night Song. Okay, well, we got the key, so now we gotta get out of here without being seen. Any good books here? Whoa! What the heck? I just opened up a portal. Sorceress Sundry's basement chest key. Okay, here we go. Totally clicked on that book just by chance. And now we're in the basement. As a gnome. What an epic session so far. It's no secret that yours is the finest collection of records within our fair city. This scroll brings you a query I believe only you can resolve. There's been a long-held bit of lore within my family that we are descendants of Larel Silverhand through my mother's line. Though no existing genealogy can confirm our claim. Would you be so kind as to investigate the matter? It would mean a great deal to my grandmother Everfoss, who is poorly at the minute. Family name is Graydell. Nice. Flesh to stone. It's a concentration spell. Con save. I think I'm gonna... Oh, wizard level too low to learn that. Wow.
Storage and sorting of scrollwork, parchment, and tomes.
Scroll of Confusion. You can learn that for 200 gold. Sure, we'll give it a try.
That's curious.
Okay, before we click that button, we just check over here. A little bit nervous right now. Scroll of Sunbeam. Man. That's the spell that comes with the Lathander mace. Wizard level too low to learn that. It's a level 6 spell. We'll try a lockpick. No! We'll just use Arcane Recovery. Get back a spell slot. Nice. Man, I don't know about this. That appears to be the book right there. Nice, that pays for the confusion scroll that I learned. The Red Knight's final stratagem. Before her time as an exarch of Tempest and goddess of strategy, the Red Knight was a paladin most devout. She toured enemies the world over as both student and teacher, and thus she was elevated by Tempest to her current status. These pages contain that of her, which was left on the material plane after her ascension.
Excellent source of arcana. Its magic should come in quite handy.
We read the Red Knight's final stratagem. Scroll of Artistry of War. 18 to 78 force damage. Summon the apparitions of 6 master strategists. Each apparition strikes a target of your choosing. Dude, there are some powerful spells in this game. This is crazy. Don't think we're going to be able to learn that one. Oh my god, we can. Oh, absolutely. We're going to prepare that right away. Oh, I can't wait to try that out. So tempted to do it right now. Okay, so now we gotta find the vault is protected by some invisible means. We should tread carefully. We need to look around the vaults and find out where the magical tomes she mentioned are stored. We gain access to the office. Persuaded her. Entrance via her office, though she refused to grant us access. Okay. Well, let's take that book. And we'll close it like we did nothing. Here we go again. This is actually a really, really fun quest so far, and I love going off with just one companion. What would I do without the knock spell?
No entry to vaults. Trespassers will be disintegrated. Master Leroican.
That doesn't sound too good. Trespassers will be disintegrated. Elminster. Silverhand. Karsus. 3 powerful, powerful mages. Chosens of Mystra. I don't, Karsus wasn't, but I think Silverhand and Elminster. Elminster definitely was. Okay. I guess we're gonna... Oh, I'm a little bit nervous about going in there. Oh god. Okay. 4 perception. That's not good. We're gonna stay back. Hold on, is Karsus's door? Yes, it is. Okay, we got those 2 doors. Silverhand is unlocked. Let me just look up Silverhand real fast. She was known as the Witch Queen of the North, and later as the Lady Mage of Waterdeep. Okay.
Ready and willing. Oh, a little respite. Ready and
Very nervous about going in there. Okay, you stay right there. I guess we're going in. You take my water elemental. This is such a different experience. Hold on, let me stand back over that. Oh, I can disarm it. Really? With my water element? Imagine coming in here as like a Starion or something like that. It'll be a totally different experience. Okay, we also have... Oh, damn it, my mage hand. Come on, we got this, we got this. Okay, I think we're good to come in now. Let's start off with Karsus. Is that what... That's what we need the most. I don't know what all these failed perception checks are. Freaking me out though, man. Okay, we seem to be doing okay right now. And there's the book right there. There's a great paradox among our kind, who so value the art of learning, that we believe ourselves even cannier than the ones who came before. If envy is the disease of the artist, hubris is that of the wizard. But I fear my warnings will fall on deaf ears. I will say it again, the closer a wizard creeps to the domain of the divine, the closer oblivion creeps with him. I thought myself an equal to Mystra, and devised a plan to make myself her equal. This is Karsus from the Netherese Empire. I would pluck one stand of weave and contain it within an amulet I spent the better portion of my years devising. A regret instantly heaved itself upon my head. I was trapped within the amulet instantaneously and passed around from collector to curio hall for the better part of a millennium. Only now that I am freed, with barely the strength to hold my quill, can I leave this final warning as testimony. Scroll of Dethrone. Tread a foe's very essence by pulling on strands of the weave. Man, we're getting so many spells now. An ancient handwritten book, rebound at least twice, that purports to be notes written by the Mage Karsus himself. Much of it is in a personal wizard's cipher. The final page is written in clear text. My great spell of transcendence is mine alone, not to be committed to ink and parchment, but I have also forged 3 supreme enchanted items that are the physical embodiments of my wizardry, and of them I shall make record. There is a crown, an orb, and a scepter, each nigh alive with its own power and purpose, and these I call the regalia of Karsus. The crown of Karsus to attract and absorb magical knowledge, and give the wearer dominion over himself so that he remains his own entity, apart from the weave. Wow. The orb of Karsus, a storage device or battery that condenses mystic power, ever gathering so that it must be siphoned at intervals of its success. The scepter of Karsus, an instrument of projection, a focusing utensil for the precise wielding of unimaginably vast forces. Know of these items you must, for if I fail to achieve immortality, they will persist and, dare I say, live on beyond me. So much lore on the Netherese Empire. If you guys are interested in learning more, I did do an entire lore video on the Netherese Empire. I think maybe about a month and a half ago. You'll be able to find it on my channel.
These notes are no mere diary. These are the visions of Karsus himself. Designs for the crown he hoped to forge, and the new form of magic he planned to create with it. It seems Raphael was telling you the truth. The crown you saw atop the Elder Brain is indeed of Karsus's making. Reunite the crown with the Dead Three's netherstones, and Karsus's design might yet be completed. You could wield the power of a god.
Do we RP this as Gale, or do we RP it as our own character? I think it's acting like it's our own character. Better not get ahead of yourself. The crown is still out of reach for now.
Between you and the crown, there's the small matter of the Elder Brain to contend with. For now, whatever designs of your own with regards to the crown will have to wait. But not for long. It will be in your hands soon enough, and you have quite the decision to make.
Okay, and we also got, yeah, another Scroll of Dethrone. The spells are going to be so much fun to test out.
On my way.
Did I leave? I don't think I left anything in there, did I? No, I think we got everything. Okay, let's check out Elminster's room. Gale is going to have quite the story to tell the group. Minsk is currently dead right now. Oh, I went back into Karsus's room. Oops. Oh, that's okay. See if we missed anything. I guess we could take this book with us, sure. Might be able to sell that too. Okay, we gotta go... Karsus. This one must be Elminster.
Named after wizards. There's Ramazith, Elminster, Silverhand, and Karsus. The animals must be behind his door.
We already got it, Gale. We already got it, my man. Checking everything in this place. I usually don't check things as well as I'm doing today, just because I'm recording. Gotta keep things kind of moving. But this is great so far. Purple Worm Toxin. Elixir of Sea Invisibility. You know what? I'm drinking that right now. I don't even know if it's... Oh, the chest was revealed right here? Oh man. Pyro Quickness Hat. When you deal fire damage with a leveled spell, you burn yourself and gain an additional bonus action this round. Burn is 1 to 4 fire damage. An additional bonus action would be quite useful. We're gonna have to try it on. Nice. The Tharchiate Codex. The pages are covered in esoteric symbols and strange runes, some indecipherable, but some strangely familiar. Your eyes are drawn to one page describing a long-lost book. Oh man, the Necromancy of Thay. I didn't do that quest back in Act 1. I'll tell you the reason why I skipped a few quests was because in the review copy of the game, well, 1, I wanted to keep things moving because I wanted to experience the new content. But 2, the game was a lot buggier back then when I got the review copy. And I actually did attempt to get the Necromancy of Thay, but the whole thing bugged out, so I just decided to not do it. But there is a book called The Necromancy of Thay back in the Moonhaven Village in Act 1. There are secrets of life and death known only to the Red Wizards. Committing such secrets to parchment is a risk they are loath to take, lest the unworthy gaze upon them. Who better than to guard their secrets than the spirits of the jealous dead themselves? To look upon the Necromancy of Thay is to risk madness at the hands of its spirits. The wise traveler who can tread the line between life and death will find knowledge witnessed by precious few mortals. Okay, so yeah, we don't have the Necromancy of Thay. I don't think we can go back to Act 1 at this point, but... Okay, let's check out Silver Hands.
Mine. I'd better be careful not to trigger that thing.
Oh man, what just happened? Oh man, what just happened? Okay. Abjuration, illusion, evocation, and transmutation. The lever has been revealed. We're on a pressure plate right now, though. Foresight, invulnerability, gate, and wish. I don't think we want to get off this pressure plate. I don't think my water elemental can trigger it. Well, let's bring my water elemental over here. Alright, let's see if we have something in our inventory. Maybe a sword would be heavy enough. Bone spike boots. We'll put a great axe down. No idea if this is going to work, but we're going to try it out.
Nasty surprise. Caution is warranted here.
Gargoyle head. Okay. Dang it, I keep clicking on... I can actually walk over this. I keep jumping over it. Okay, that disabled the trap, I think. Oh my god. Uh-oh! Bro! We're not getting hit right now, actually. I think we're okay. I think we can just walk around it.
Unlock hereby the path to the Elminster Vault.
Okay, hold on. So, okay, so if I wasn't able to... I see. If I wasn't able to unlock the Elminster door, that would have unlocked it. Now we're in the Elminster Vault, so... This place is confusing me a little bit now. I messed around with those doors a little bit more, and it seems like the point of those doors is to unlock the door to Elminster and Karsus. I think we're good here. There's a chance I could have missed something, but we did our best. We got what we came for, and a lot more as well. So let's head back to our companions and resurrect Minsk. Poor guy. Gael read the Annals of Karsus and discovered that they were no mere diary. They contained the original designs for the crown of Karsus. Using this knowledge, Gael could attempt to reforge the true crown, restoring it to its former powers. First, we need to bring the 3 Nethery stones together. Okay, instead of getting arrested again, let's just teleport out of here. That was quite the adventure. And let's get Minsk back up. You have Wolf standing outside, out front. He got kicked out a long time ago. Sorry about that, Minsk. Trial and error. And this will be a nice natural stopping point to take a break during this episode. So I'll catch you all in a few. Alright, let's continue on. I think the first thing I want to do is head to the Elfsong Tavern. I haven't visited this tavern yet, and it's an iconic tavern in the city of Baldur's Gate. And then after that, perhaps maybe do a little sightseeing in the city and explore a little bit. And then we got to get going on Shadowheart's quest, and also we have to save Lae'zel. And also the main quest. Get the Netherstones, maybe kill Gortash and Orin. So let's head to the Elfsong.
Evil hides and Boo seeks.
Gotta have Boo out, right?
steel sharp, hamster hungry.
So the Elf Song Tavern was in the original Baldur's games, Baldur's Gate games, and also Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance, the ARPG series. And in the tavern, there is a stuffed beholder head above the fireplace.
Once Gortash clears off the cultists, he's looking to clean the rabble off the streets.
The Elf Song Tavern.
Hello. Nice day for it.
Welcome, traveller. Remember, this ain't the blushing mermaid, it's the elf song. So behave yourself.
I guess you must be the tavern's hired muscle?
That's right. And a lonely job it is too. When you're the muscle, no one thinks about your heart.
Maybe you should change jobs. Can you sing? A tavern always needs bards.
Very funny. Go on inside, we're looking for comedians.
Okay. Hey, she closed the door on us. Welcome to the Elf Song Tavern. Oh, this is such an amazing tavern. Look at this barbarian right here. Bombasto. We got the barkeep, Alan Alith. And there it is, folks. A stuffed baby beholder over the fireplace. What a lovely touch out of Larian Studios. A nostalgic touch right there. The Flaming Fists seem to be guarding the staircase. Interesting. Okay. You know what? Let's use, let's call in Scratch. If I can't have my wolf out without freaking everybody out. And I think we can also probably... There we go.
Can't give up now.
Gal doesn't like being a gnome. Oh, my water elemental's still in Sorcerer's Sundries. Oh, he's all the way back here. You know what? We're gonna dismiss you.
No one's stopped me yet.
Yeah, let's go talk to Alan.
Aye, aye. Pull up a seat. If you can find one spare, that is.
Business going well?
With all this talk of war, what else are folk to do but drink? I reckon the murder we'd had something to do with it too. Got punters all intrigued. On that morbid note, what can I get you fine self?
Tell me more about the murder.
Going to make this place famous, I reckon. Victim is a bloody duke. Boleyn Stelmane. Well, she was a duke. Now she's just bloody. I reckon I'll be able to charge double for that room once the constable's done with it. Murders and ghosts are always grand for business. At least, I hope.
Well, that's where the tavern got its name. Is a ghost of an elf. Sings about her husband. And also sings about descent into Avernus. Her spirit is always singing within these walls. You got anything to trade?
It's been slim pickings since the Absolute butchered that supply convoy. But have a look.
Sure, what do you got for me, my friend? Ooh. Okay. I think I might be running a little bit low. We could find food somewhere else, but it's not too expensive here. We'll grab a little bit. Idol of Saloon. I feel like I should keep that in case Gal needs it sometime. There we go.
Fill your boots, mate.
Yeah, let's see if we can actually stay here too. I want to know what that room is all about.
Welcome back. What can I do you for?
I'm looking for a place to stay.
I'll tell you what. The murder upstairs has brought some punters, but it's also really spooked folk out of renting rooms. If we get you staying up there, perhaps folk will calm down and realise there's nothing to worry about. You can have the whole upstairs floor until this killer thing blows over.
Oh, sweet, man. Perhaps I could get a discount on the accommodation.
charity in Baldur's Gate. Good one.
Okay, let's try a little persuasion. You want 200 gold to sleep next to a murder scene? Really? Nice. Knock it down to 100, buddy.
Keep your voice down about the bloody murder upstairs. Top floor's all yours. If it gets a bit too noisy at night, well, don't sleep above a pub.
Wait, did I just get it for free? Oh, nice. We got an inspiration point, too. Outlander. For once, a warm meal. 220 XP. Okay. Rules for Elf Song customers. Cash only. No undead or ghouls.
Roger Gherkin. Of course I heard about it. I hear everything.
Okay, let's go check out our room. So many NPCs to chat with here, it's crazy. Oh yeah, and of course. Oh, we gotta go into the basement. Hold on. Probably some classic quests here. Alright, let's go upstairs first. If they let me.
Hold up, citizen. This is a crime scene. Halt, civvy. Turn back. This is an active crime scene.
Hold on, Thornhill. I'm tired of standing here. Devella's been up there for ages. Some diversion would be welcome.
Ah, yes, we have to talk to Devella. Investigator Valeria told me to speak with Constable Devella.
Constable Devella said she wasn't to be...
Investigator Valeria outranks her. As you were, civvy. Fair warning, though. She's in a foul mood.
Yeah, this is a continuation of the murder quest that started way back in the Rivington district. In that church of Ilmater, or Ilmater, whatever, however you pronounce it.
A place to receive clients and informants. I wonder if it's as I remember it.
Oh my gosh, this is amazing. Foraging is a thing of the past in the Elfsong Tavern. To purchase camp supplies for resting, simply visit the Dumb Waiter Hatch. Oh my god, Elminster's in our camp right now. And Mizora. We got Astarion here. Naked Karlak. We have the sweet room, that's for sure. Holy crap. I would have paid 200 gold for this. I'm so happy we can stay in the taverns. This is so immersive. And also, take note, listen to the song in the background right now. So that's the ghost of the elf song, singing about the events in Descent into Avernus, where the city of Elturel was transported to the Nine Hells. It is now currently back, but in an apocalyptic state. Okay, let's talk to Elminster first, but we're gonna do it with Gale.
Elminster?
Oh, hello, my boy. No, don't mind me. I'm just enjoying a lungful of Baldurian air. There's a distinctive aroma, though perhaps not one worthy of bottling. I hear you've been browsing in the most esteemed of emporiums, sorcerous sundries. Indulge my curiosity. What wonders did you discover there?
I think we can tell Elminster. He's a good wizard. A chosen of Mistra. We found the Annals of Karsus. It proved an enlightening read.
So, you have learned the truth of the enemy we face. The very tool with which its eponymous creator unmade magic itself. Perhaps now you understand what is at stake here, my boy. Though what Mr. asked of you was extreme, it was not without merit, nor demanded lightly.
What are you saying? Or rather, what are you not saying?
Mr. knows you defied her, Gale. Well, of course she knows. She's Mistra. She bids you come to her holy shrine in the Stormshore Tabernacle. There, she will grant you an audience at last.
So for those of you who may have forgotten, Gale had a chance to destroy the Elder Brain and also Gortash, Orin, and Catherrick, because he could have self-destructed with a Netherese orb that is stuck inside his chest right now, but I think we might have convinced him not to, and he also chose not to, of course. And Mistra, the goddess of magic, wanted Gale to self-destruct, and Elminster's kind of a messenger here, who was telling Gale what his quest is from Mistra. You really think Mistra will be willing to hear Gale out?
I see remaining optimistic is my duty, especially when I'm not the one being asked to do the seemingly impossible. Trust in yourself. Trust in the weave. If you are willing, trust in Mistra. There is a conclusion yet to be written in this sorry tale, Gale of Waterdeep. And yours is the quill that will write it.
Oh, it's such a nice touch having Elminster in this game. Not sure if everybody gets Elminster, though. He might be tied to Gale's quest specifically. Okay, let's talk to Gale real fast. Hey, come here, buddy.
How can I help?
Why does Elminster have such faith in you?
I've often asked myself the same question, but never really found a satisfactory answer. He clearly sees something in me that I can't. The wisdom and intelligence required to overcome almost insurmountable odds, perhaps? Or the stupidity required to attempt it. I take it as a compliment either way. You don't get to be 13 centuries old without becoming a sound judge of character. And cheese, apparently.
Do you regret not using the orb when you had the chance?
I regret many things in my life. Choosing to be here, intact and unexploded, is not one of them. Though the orb still seems to offer our best hope of destroying the brain, I retain some hope that another, less costly solution can be found. For now, to have a few more days in your company, no. I wouldn't change a thing.
Okay, let's talk to Mizora.
Little Will's all grown up. I can't wait to see what trouble he gets into.
You forced Will to make an impossible choice.
Impossible? My bargain was uncommonly reasonable. A single soul for the return of Baldur's Gate's most beloved Duke. A real bargain, I should think. I never thought the legendary Blade of Frontiers would surrender his father for freedom. Not very valorous, if you ask me. But what does a mean old devil like me know about heroes?
I don't get it. If Will isn't your warlock, why stick around and give him power?
Just because he's not my pet doesn't mean he's not useful. The Absolutists worked a number on me at Moonrise. And you're the best hope I've got at payback. No one crosses the Hell's Children without getting scorched.
You've left Karlach alone. Didn't you want her dead? What changed?
You are an inquisitive one. I'd have thought you'd figured by now. Zariel found new use for an old battle axe. The dead three in that bulging brain of theirs are a threat to more than this trifling city, you know. Savor her company. Who's to say when Zariel might change her mind? My mistress can be so capricious.
You never told me how the Absolutists captured you.
Correct. I didn't. If you must know, I was scouting the cultists on behalf of Zariel, but those cursed shadows were thick enough to fell even a half-fiend. I woke in that damned pod. It kept my body sealed and my most powerful magic silenced. But a brave, kind, benevolent soul set me free. Gallantry isn't dead after all.
Well, we are working towards a common goal now. We certainly can't trust Mizora. Honestly, I would leave it to Will to decide what he wants to do with her. But it seems like the game's letting me choose. What can you tell me about the Hells?
The 9 Hells of Beator. Each its own domain, each with its own archdevil to rule it. I call the first Hell my home, Avernus, my mistress Zariel's realm, a torrid battleground split by the bloody waters of the Styx. How I adore it, the delicious agony of it all. The other 8, well, they are pleasures unto themselves. Perhaps I'll show you myself, if I deem you worthy.
Okay, we're just gonna leave for now. Not sure what I want to do with Mizora. Powerful ally to have, if she's an ally, that's the question. We got some vegetable soup right here. Nice. Oh, I could just hang out in this tavern for hours. Just listen to the music, chat with the companions.
Poor Gale. To be abandoned by his goddess. I cannot imagine how that must feel. May the Dark Lady comfort him.
Okay, let's leave the room and let's go talk to Valeria. Or not Valeria. Devella. Investigator Valeria is now convinced Father Lorgan's murder is linked to a wider plot and has asked us to bring the news to her constable, Gauntlet Devella, in the Lower City's Elf Song Tavern. Make sure I didn't miss anything in here. I think we'll just keep the party the way it is at the moment. We don't need a rest.
So all it took to get Mistra's attention was to learn how to reforge an artifact that once destroyed her. It's obvious when you stop to think about it.
What do you think she wants to say?
Well, I doubt it's an apology for asking me to die on her behalf. Whatever it is. If it's important enough to send Elminster, you can be damn sure she's serious. This is a conversation that's long overdue on both sides. I owe it to her to hear her out. Come what may afterwards.
Why bother? It's obvious she's just annoyed you read the book.
Mistra's many things, but she's no censor. Her job is not to judge those who use the weave, but to ensure it is protected. Whatever she has to say, I want to hear it. Only then will we know the truth of what lies ahead.
Okay. Perhaps we'll do that, actually. After I talk to Devella, we'll just push on with Gale's quest. Instead of getting sidetracked with other companions, just because the first part of this episode was also part of Gale's quest, so... Let's talk to Devella, and then we're gonna head to... the Stormshore Tabernacle.
those idiots not to let anyone through? You. Name, rank, and reason for interrupting an active crime scene. For your sake, the last one better be bloody good.
Are you Devella? Valeria sent me.
To fetch her another bottle of mead, no doubt. Yes, I'm Devella, the unfortunate colleague. Unless you've got useful information, leave me to my work. Duke Stelmane's dead, and I've got to find who killed her.
Alright, let's tell her about the murder target list that we found.
God, that's it. Proof that I was right. I've been working on an assignment, see? A research project of sorts. I knew my conclusions were sound, but this... I never expected this. I'll tell you what I know. A century ago, there was a man, Saravok Anchev. He was a child of the god of murder, Baal. He ruled the Iron Throne, a dark tower hiding a darker secret. It was the front for a deadly arms-dealing network. There, Saravok amassed an army and sought to become a god. Under his stewardship, the Baal Temple was revived. And with it, the Baal cult itself. Fortunately, the temple was destroyed. And to cleanse the city of Saravok's memory, the Iron Throne was torn from its foundations and cast into the Chionthar. For most, that was the end of it. But cults like that don't disappear overnight. That list you spoke of confirms I'm right. The Baal cult is back. And someone is out there, continuing Saravok's work.
So this is Baldur's Gate 1 references. Let's ask this question. I want to know what she's going to say. You said Saravok led the cultists a century ago. He can't still be alive, can he?
Stranger things have come back to haunt this city. The brutality of the killings is on a par with Saravok's own. But there's something more here. Something new. There's a reference to these murders. A certain flair. It's as if they were done in worship. The precision of the cuts. The depth, the execution. The best butchers in Faerun couldn't make a cut like that. Trust me, I've asked them. I tried to explain all this to my superiors, but they wouldn't have any of it. They told me to drop it. Told me the city doesn't need another conspiracy theorist and to get back to doing my job before they find someone else to do it for me. But you're not bound by such constraints. Oh, help me out here. Help the city out. I bet if you follow the trail of these murders, you'll be able to unearth the truth of this resurgence.
What about the other victims on the list, the ones who are still alive?
There are patriarchs on the murder target list. I'm oath-bound to secure them first, so I'll be heading to the upper city next. While I'm there, the other potential victims will be at risk. Could you warn them?
I'll see what I can do.
Thank you. That's all I can ask, and more than I hoped.
I like Devella.
Once I'm done with the Patriarchs, I'll head to Basilisk Gate to have another go at convincing my superiors to put some resources into this matter. Meet me there if you've anything more to report. And good luck.
Okay.
Breathe deep and move.
We're doing fine with spell slots.
I'm ready.
I could do a partial rest actually since we're here. Let's see, Gal. Yeah, let's do a quick rest. Why not? There's a hookah in the middle here. That's too funny. A nice bed. All right, Minsk, let's head out, buddy. Butt kicking for goodness. Go work on Gal's quest and see if he can talk with Mistra. That'll be really interesting. I was about to fast travel out of here, and then I was like, you know what? No, I'm enjoying this. Let's take it all in. Oh god, I do want to go into the basement. There's gonna be rats down there, I'm telling you. we're gonna be coming back. My guess is somebody in this tavern probably offers a quest to kill some rats. We're gonna have to talk to everyone to figure that out.
Who says what?
Let's call in Boo. Gave Boo Longstrider, that's epic.
Stormshore Tabernacle.
I like that wizard hat better on Gal. Alright, we gotta take care of this curse, which is from one of the books that we picked up. Constitution score is reduced by 5. That's from this book right here. Extremely powerful knowledge may include curses. And that's the Necromancy of Thay book that we picked up. So, let me send that to camp. Get that off of Gal. I should take care of that. It didn't take care of it. Okay, we'll figure that out after this quest.
Easy enough.
Statue of Mistra.
There she stands, just as Elminster promised. Mistra, goddess of the weave, mother of all magic.
The old man wasn't lying. She's opened the summoning channel. Can't you feel it?
Gale's right. The very air around the statue crackles with magic. It sets your teeth on edge.
A stream of pure, undiluted weave. I only have to reach out, and it will carry me to Mistra, wherever she may be.
The first step is difficult, of course. Minsk could throw you in, if you prefer.
Time was, I'd have given my right arm for a chance to speak with Mistra again. The left one, too. Maybe a knee.
You don't owe her as much as a fingernail. She asked you to blow yourself up, Gale.
Not the message one hopes to receive from a past lover. But her first love was always the weave. At best, I was a close second. When I pictured this moment, I thought I'd feel more in control. Yet, here I am, with palms sweatier than a bugbear's armpit. I always wonder what being nervous would feel like. I hate it.
Of all the things to be nervous about, an audience with a goddess seems reasonable.
You're kind to say so, but this is hardly my first time in Mistra's presence. It's more the matter of what I'm going to say to her. During my time locked away in Waterdeep, I prepared a quite comprehensive speech for her on the subject of our former relationship and the manner in which it ended. Alas, recent events have rendered the majority of it moot, so I'm going to have to improvise. Unless you have any words of wisdom to impart before I go.
Mistra is neutral, not necessarily a good goddess. Don't give anything away. Let's find out what she has to say.
You'd make a fine 3-dragon anti-player, you know? I think it's best I keep a cool head going into this. Approach it like a particularly high-risk round of 3 Dragon Ante. I'll let Mistress show her flight, and then I can see how strong a chance we stand of winning the gambit. I'll only be gone for a matter of moments. The Outer Planes experience time quite differently to our own. Wait for me. Please.
This is exciting.
Gale of Waterdeep. You look well.
As do you. But I assume we're not here solely to exchange compliments. So why am I here?
You discovered what lies at the heart of the Absolute, the crown of Karsus. And you disobeyed my instruction. Why?
Because you had no right to ask that of me. You cast me out. Remember?
You were my lover, my chosen. Yet still you know so little of me. The past cannot be undone with self-pity, nor can a future be forged. Only with the truth will you see the way ahead. The fragment of magic you tried to return to me was not of my creation. It was the Karsite Weave. It is a corrupted, half-born magic, wrought in the brief moment Karsus ascended to godhood. It hungers for power, just as he did, and it can never be sated. You unleashed something that would consume all magic in existence, and yet you thought only of preserving yourself.
So that's what you're scared of. With the crown of Karsus reforged, I could take control of the Karsite Weave.
You can no more control the Karsite Weave than a weather vane could control a storm. That it entered your body and consumed no more than your powers was a miracle. But we will not be granted another. The only reason the orb sleeps is because I have allowed it to feed on the true weave. A temporary measure, but one that will not be enough to save us. With each day that passes, the Elder Brain threatens to become a new kind of god. Its worshippers, a scourge of soulless illithids. If you will not use the orb to end this abomination, then you must find a way to separate crown and host. When you've done this, you must surrender the crown of Karsus to me.
A great ask indeed. You've given me much to think on, as you always did.
So be it. Follow the needle of your own wisdom. We shall see how truly it leads you.
Well, that was cool.
Shield our people from the depredation.
We got to see Mystra, the goddess of magic.
Back on mortal soil once more. I can't believe I saw her. After all this time.
How do you feel now you've done it?
Relieved. Drained. Proud of myself for summoning the courage to go to her in the first place, and, if I'm being totally honest, a bit lightheaded. As if it wasn't enough to have seen her again. She didn't exactly summon me there for small talk. The Karsite Weave. Within me this whole time. I knew the orb was no ordinary ball of magic before it to be Karsus's malignant creation. Gods! How did I not see that?
That's incredible. All too easy to miss things. We're blinded by desire, Gale.
True enough. There's a reason such unwitting heroes have been the backbone of lyric and legend for as long as both have existed. Even so, I was hardly some naive apprentice at the time. I considered myself an archmage, and yet was fool enough to be mistaken for a common conjurer. At least now I'm armed with the truth, and Mistra's expectations. Sounds like the door to redemption is open at last. All I have to do is walk through it, carrying the crown of Karsus.
Is that what you want?
Perhaps. I see few other options open to me. If I ever want to reclaim those parts of myself the orb snatched away. If I ever want to be me again.
And what then? What will you do?
I don't know. It's been so long since I dared to imagine an end to the orb's hunger. But I start thinking about it, hadn't I? Imagine being able to picture one's life ending in something other than a cataclysmic explosion. What a treat. If I could promise you one thing in return for your faith in me, it's this. I will use everything in my power to ensure we defeat this evil. I will not let you down. Now, I believe we've a date with an Elder Brain to get to. Shall we?
Okay, and that wraps up Gale's quest until we get to the Elder Brain. So we can check that one off the list. Gale met with Mystra in the Outer Plains. She told him of the true nature of the orb, that is, the Karsite Weave, a half-formed magic created by Karsus when he sought to become the god of magic. Mystra asked that Gale seize the crown and then return it to her, in exchange for which she will rid him of the orb. Claim the crown for himself, though, and the Karsite Weave would answer to him. Yes. Wait. The decision to make.
Can't slow down.
That will be at a later time. A little cursed right now from that codex. Maybe the curse just lasts for a little while. You know what we can do? I'll tell you what we can do.
Whatever it takes.
Maybe we have to remove it. It doesn't just go away on its own. There we go. Okay. Okay, let's head back to the Elf Song Tavern. We do have a murder target there named Rover. And also, we have the Visit the Emperor's Old Hideout quest. Continue exploring the Elf Song Tavern basement. The Emperor asks us to check its old hideout in the Elf Song Tavern. Some of its old items may be of use to us.
Swift as my feet can carry me.
He's a man of the people, too. He promised at least 100 more watchers before him.
Looks like he's in the kitchen. Mr. Rover. Oh crap, I just clicked on something. There we go. Chef Rover.
Damn rats. Oi, you! I thought I asked you to clean the rats out of this cellar yesterday already. Hop to it. Get in there.
Wait, did I pick up that quest? The rat quest? I don't remember picking it up. Why don't you simply speak to them, Chef?
Speak? To the filthy vermin who are ruining my stock? I think not. Oh, go on. Nothing better to practice your skills on than a few rats.
Okay, can we tell him about him being a murder target?
Chef Revere still hears squeaking.
Actually, I'm here to warn you. You're on this list of murder targets. You need to hide.
No, I need them rats taken care of.
All right.
Here's the deal. I'll keep a lookout for murderers. You murder the rats.
Look how he's got a freaking axe on his back. The head chef, that's great. Okay, let's go kill some rats.
There you'll find my old lodgings.
A classic quest. City of Baldur's Gate.
Look, Tambourine. A servant comes to help us. Kill those rats, would you? When they're dead, the other servants will feed us.
Okay. Into the basement we go. Oh no. Oh nice. At least we got first in the order of turns. Look at all the rats. Okay, so we got blood on the ground here, and blood can be electrified. But I could also just do a fireball. Boo is up first in the order of turns. Boo, I'm gonna ask you to stay back, buddy.
My faith will protect me.
Alright, so let's see. Shadowheart doesn't have any lightning spells. I know Gal does. We have Witch Bolt. But I also want to do Firebolt with Gal.
Can we fight now?
Oh, look at
Who
this.
is not used to this taking of turns.
This is Minsk's Ranger spell that I picked up called Lightning Arrow. Let's go ahead and use that. And I guess we'll shoot. Probably should move back a little bit. See, does the blood connect? Not really. What if we can get 2 blood at the same time? Yeah, I think that'll work. Ah, oh, didn't electrify over here. Okay, well, get ready. It's about to get crazy.
Unleash me.
Did kill a lot of the rats. But I wonder if a fireball would be better. Yeah, we'll just do Witch Bolt. Oh no, I thought it would electrify the blood. So I had to target the blood? Uh-oh. Okay, you know what? I think we're gonna have to do Spirit Guardians. Because they're all gonna come running at us. I'm just gonna leave her in the front right here. Boo, why don't you stand up there with her? Could slow these guys. You know what? I might have a lightning arrow. Yes, I do. Perfect. I want to take care of the ones in the front. There we go. I don't have another one. That's okay. That's too funny. There's only one smart rat out of the bunch of them. Oh my god, it's a death trap. Alright, we're gonna let Boo one-on-one this rat right here. Get him, Boo! Yeah! Nice. That was cute. Okay, Mr. Emperor. Mechanism to open it is somewhere among the wine racks. We warned Chef Rover of the ballless targets. We should do the same for the other marked targets. So we might have actually completed that part of the quest with the chef. The rats are dead. We should speak to Chef Rover. Okay, we're going to come right back down here. We just go up there with Wolf.
You kill the rats, yes? I heard commotion in the cellar. Good. Perfect. Here, you take this. And do not worry. Chef Revere's eyes will be kept most peeled for murderous knaves.
I love dwarves. Nice, 321 gold. Oh, thank God we can't loot the rats. Would have been a lot of looting. Keepsake ring. The heck is that? Dominate beast, level 5. I think we can give that to Minsk. Nice. Make a beast fight alongside you.
What to do?
I think this is part of our payment. Killing all those rats. A lot of camp supplies right there. Okay.
On the other side, you'll find a passageway, known only to those invited to do business.
That might be worth a look.
What are we looking at? Oh, a button. Okay. Oh, okay. Nice. It's got a ton of supplies here. Oh, okay. A door just opened up. I feel like I'm in the basement of Hogwarts, going into the Hufflepuff dormitory. Whoa.
These boots have seen everything. The psionic detector's been activated.
Oh, man.
Gith hostiles nearby.
Gith hostiles nearby. We're in the basement of the Elf Song Tavern right now. Do I have enough spell slots? I think I do. Let me come back here real fast. Gotta think about what's about to happen to us. Got Gith nearby, okay. I think this might be time for an arcane cultivation potion. Get back a level 4 spell slot with Shadow. Yeah, we'll do that. And let's do arcane recovery with Gale. Okay, I think we're looking pretty good. Go check it out.
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
Knights of the Shield Hideout. And a Paladin of Vlaakith. Gatemaster Rizal. The affected entity can't move, take actions, bonus actions, or reactions while holding open the Astral Rift, but can summon an ally every other turn. Holy crap. We got 2 of those portals. Now, the Githyanki are showing as yellow, so there might be a dialogue cutscene. At the same time, these are Githyanki serving Vlaakith, and we don't support Vlaakith. If anything, we're leaning a little bit towards helping out Orpheus. Lae'zel's on board with that too. Wonder if I can sneak around here. Something tells me this is going to turn into combat, no matter what we do here.
better to look evil in the eye, even if
I
it
like
be
sneaking
very
around
small.
in real-time mode. It's more intense. But where would we want to fight from if this turns into combat? The first thing we have to do is take care of those rifts. Oh man, that's close. Holy crap. Where is that coming from? That's coming from the top up there. Okay, I can jump up onto that, which is good. So I'm going to take Wolf and bring him back here. And actually, I think I'm going to try to engage dialogue with Wolf. I think we're looking pretty good here. Let's go ahead and just see what happens when I stand up.
What a pleasant surprise. Here you are, as brazen as described. The traitor who would steal from our queen. Of course you had help, didn't you? From the illithid you carry inside the astral prism. How quaint that we should meet here, in the very place that it once called home. We know all about the Emperor and its dealings with you. Though I must confess, its peculiar relationship with you threw us off course for a while. Tell me, what did it offer you in exchange for your servitude?
I serve none other than the wild tempest that is nature. We are merely allies. Sure. No, I'm not going to say that. How did you know about that?
Mind flayers are our quarry. We have filled libraries with our knowledge of how to hunt them down. We tracked it from the moment the astral prism fell into its claws. And now that we have found it, we will reclaim the astral prism, purge it of the illithid interloper, and restore it to its rightful owner.
I mean, you can't blame them for wanting to get it back, but at the same time, Githyanki of Vlaakith are evil. You can certainly die trying.
Death will be yours, and yours alone, Gake slave. Hataka!
Hataka! Here we go.
Tied to a halfling.
Oh, nice. Look at this. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. I might be able to get... Oh, this would be epic. It's gonna work. This is crazy. Okay, let's go back to Shadowheart now. A fight right here with Minsk. I'm gonna pop Spirit Guardians, I think. And then Gale, let's see. We're gonna have to take care of this portal. I don't like splitting up against Githyanki. I'm gonna leave Gale over here. I think Wolf can handle that himself. Actually, Gale, you stay right there for a second. Got this new whirlwind ability. Give it a try. Okay, Gale's in the battle now. Now let's get Lae'zel in the battle. Hello. Oh, this is gonna be badass. I don't think this portal stands a chance. Okay, and then we got Boo. Hey, buddy. Boo, how about you go help out Wolf? Yeah, there we go. Wonder if he has opportunity attacks.
For the Queen!
Misty Step? Nah. Hold person on Minsk. Yeah, we're gonna counterspell that. Hold person's such a good spell in this game. It really sucks when someone casts it on your character. Nice! Alright, Gal, come on up here, buddy. I think it's time to give this level 5 evocation spell a chance. The Curriculum of Strategy, Artistry of War. Summon the apparitions of 6 master strategists. Each apparition strikes a target of your choosing, dealing 8 to 18 force damage on a hit. No idea what it's going to do. Looks like I can click multiple times, so let's do... Oh my god, that might be my new favorite spell. Holy crap. That was amazing. Veteran Gish Gushins. Oh man, we gotta get up there quickly. Just need it to be Wolf's turn. Nice, Boo. Am I not hitting that guy right now? I am. I think we gotta actually go help out. We'll let Mint handle this Gish right here. Let's use Shadow Teleport. Okay. Wolf is so small right now. Oh man. Now we're frightened too. Get a Minsk. Not today, my friend. Not today. Should have pushed them closer to the Guardian of Faith. Okay. We got to get up here like really fast. I can't tell if he's actually calling in more or what, but... Man, I'm frightened right now though, so I can't move. How small I am right now. So funny. Nice. That was epic. No, we're immobile too. Can't do anything. Alright, Mr. Gal, let's see if you can... Oh, that would be so epic right there. I don't have enough movement though. Gotta break the concentration of that Yankee holding open the portal. Honestly, I think it's worth this Misty Step. Concentration saving throw successful still. Oh, so close. So close. I want that sword.
Someone hold Boo. He does not enjoy the bumpings to come.
I wonder if this is worth the cost.
Okay, we got 7 HP right here, so let's do a magic missile. 1, 2, 3. I think I'm gonna do all 3 just in case. Nice. That takes care of that, Githyanki. It's risky. Whoa!
Blackhead is relentless. You handled it well. Let us hope she exhausts her forces soon.
Well, that was pretty awesome.
Now search the room. There's a statue that conceals the way through. I'll reveal it to you.
Statue that conceals the room. Do some looting first. Don't have any short rests.
Still breathing, despite everything.
The Ledger of Waterdeep Debts. Boots of Sonic Movement. When a Githyanki casts Fly, their next melee weapon attack deals an additional 1 to 4 psychic damage. Bestow the ability to fly upon yourself. That's awesome. So boots that are best suited for a Githyanki character, and actually we can cast Disguise Self with Shadowheart and get that benefit if we turn ourselves into a Githyanki, which is kind of cool. Nothing too crazy about that sword.
Mind my step.
Arrow of many targets. Those are cool. Okay, let's see if we can figure out this. The Githyanki hunting party dispatched. We can explore the hideout further, perhaps even claiming some useful items.
What's that?
the heck's going on here?
A recipe for fiddlehead soup. A favorite meal of mine. When I had need of meals like that.
Won't let me read it.
An old container for brains. Empty. Shame. It would have been nice to find one to sustain me now. The chains I used to buy my meals. Villains and lawbreakers. You see, I tried to exercise morality where I could.
Guy's trying to make me trust him again, isn't he?
Worth a look.
My cutlery set. A gift from my mother. The butter knife is missing, but otherwise it looks to be complete. I don't need it anymore, but the memory stirs something in me still. My old wardrobe.
Oh my god.
All my disguises. We are what we appear to be, and so appearances matter.
Cerebral Citadel armor. Heavy armor, 18 armor class. You can't be frightened. That's actually pretty useful. My characters, especially Wolf, have been getting frightened quite a lot. And also, Lithid protection. If the wearer is infested by a mind flayer tadpole, they gain a +1 to intelligence, wisdom, and charisma saving throws. And then the gloves. Charm or frighten a creature to gain a 1d4 bonus to attack rolls and saving throws. Oh man. I look like a mind flayer. I prefer Ketheric's armor. Also higher AC. What is Minsk wearing right now, though?
Justice walks on 4 feet and sleeps in my boot.
Okay, that's actually going to be an upgrade for Minsk. Yeah, we're going from 17 to 18. Can't be frightened. Yeah. As a tadpole. Okay, so we're going to use that on Minsk. That's pretty funny. Looks pretty badass, though. That's cool. We'll hold on to the gloves for now.
Camaraderie, adventure.
Something over there.
My old sword. My first purchase as an adventurer. No use to me anymore. It's yours, if you want it.
Huh? We just... I don't know where it went. Latest. Looked like Minsk is the one who picked it up. Oh, I just equipped it. Sword of the Emperor. 8 to 15 damage. This weapon deals an additional 1d4 damage against shapeshifters or polymorphed creatures. Wielder has a +2 bonus to saving throws. Kinda cool. I think we're gonna keep the Mercolite Scourge on, though, because I like the dual look here. I do want to use the Blood of Lathander as well. For that Sunbeam spell, but sometimes it's all about how your character looks, you know?
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have.
And this is where I came up when I escaped from prison, actually. I think that was last episode or 2 episodes ago. I came from the sewers, and we came in here, but then I ended up teleporting out of the basement. We didn't actually explore this room. I think I was just one door opening away from discovering all that stuff. Yep, and now we're in the sewers. Okay. Alright, and that was it for that quest. We found a bunch of powerful items from the Emperor. So let's go ahead and... I don't think I need to explore the sewers at this exact moment in time. Let's go ahead and teleport out. Okay, I'm back at camp, gonna take a long rest. And I think we're gonna head out and try to do more of these murder target warnings. Just because I already started it with Chef Rover, so I think that'll be a good opportunity for us to explore the city a little bit, while also staying on track with that quest. Okay, so we have a murder target over here. And one right here. Alexander. And Frank. We're really close to Frank right now. We might as well go there.
These things have stayed interesting.
Could be on the other side of Sorceress Sundries.
Amicus Hold, Seeker. Have you come to swear yourself to Sharess by my paw?
Sharess, as in Sharess's caress?
Yes, and no. Your kind has lost their way in their worship of the feline of felicity. You only hold to her basest tenets. Now, will you heed our mother's call and bolster her as she crushes the heathen absolute beneath her divine paw?
Yes, I pledge myself to Sharess.
Yes, yes. Together we shall spread the word of the wonder in her every paw step. I will sing her name in the streets, and you will bring her prayers to those suffering 2 legs instead of 4.
Yeah, I'll definitely do that. Okay. Cuckoo. Wow, man, look at the harbor. Just amazing.
Get involved with this. Don't listen to him, kid. We've got you. Tell us what happened. Little unfounders Forks gutted. Didn't see it happen, or thank the gods. City's home to some proper sick bastards.
Okay. We're right next to the Investigate the Suspicious Toys quest. At Felogir's Fireworks. We picked that back up back in the Rivington episode. You know what? Sure. Why not? Let's check it out. Let's head into the city's fireworks shop. Oh, man.
Faces, hands, and eyebrows. How do we protect them?
Watch for wind direction. Put on your gloves. And a light at arm's length.
Very good. And what does Uncle Felogir always say?
Once it's lit, you commit.
Excellent! Now remember, Felogir's Fireworks accepts no liability for singed nails, toasted eyelashes, loss of limbs, scalded torsos, or blown off heads. Now, you there. What can I do for you?
You feel an all too familiar squirm in the recesses of your mind.
Wow.
He has a tadpole.
Aha! A fellow friend of Gortash. Praise the Absolute. I have a special sample available just for you, if you wish.
Recall the merchant's password. Uncle Flogir sent me.
Aha! You must be Arthur's friend. Keep your voice down. Yes, yes, he's just upstairs, but only one flight. If you get to the top, you've gone too far. Browse as irresponsibly as you like. Just don't tell the other customers.
Okay. Reinforced metal door.
Gonna need to change out this barrel soon.
We use the paraphrase for Flogir's fireworks to get to the next floor. We'll need another way into the uppermost floor, however. So just to remind you guys on this quest, we interrogated Arthur, and he confessed to donating the exploding toys. He claimed he was getting instructions and supplies from Flogir's fireworks in the lower city. We should investigate.
Not critical, just a bastard if it breaks. Won't blow us up.
Employees only, Pastia. If you're expecting any packages, they'll bring them down to you.
Okay.
Pressure steady.
You do know that Uncle Flogir is not actually here, don't you? Employees only, Pastia. If you're expecting any package...
Awaken, little one.
Pipes are looking a little rusted. Are we scheduled for maintenance?
Can't afford a failure on a critical pipe.
Not critical, just a bastard if it breaks. Won't blow us up.
Bet you $1 million Steel Watcher would.
Black Gauntlet. Tombolt the Pallid. Whoa. Then we have some Flaming Fist soldiers. I know one thing I could do here. I know one thing I could do. Okay, I won't do it yet. Okay, I guess we're doing it. Interesting. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold on. Where's Wolf in the order of turns? Oh, I'm right there. Okay.
May the dice roll in my favor.
Okay, this could be really, really bad. This could be really, really bad. Oh my god. Okay, it actually worked. That's pretty crazy. Freaking sound, man. Oops, I took an opportunity attack right there. don't know if that sound is bugged or what, but we better hurry up with this combat encounter. Nobody shoves Boo. Are you serious? Just got pushed out the window. Holy crap. Nice, the sound is gone. That's good. I feel like Boo does pretty consistent damage. Really, Gal? You can't toss that fireball off from here? So close. Such an impactful spell. We know these guys are up to no good, so this will get us to the bottom of it. Oh damn it, this door is locked. Seriously? Man. What if I can get up over here? Damn, that guy's doing some damage. Oh man, it was level 4. Hope the entire city is not against us now. I don't think it will be. I think these are just fist soldiers that are working with these illicit goods. How are ya, Tom Bolt? Damn, that was a lot of damage. You know what I could do? Could dimension door shadow up here if I jump down. One thing at a time. Vortash certainly won't be happy about this. Good job, Minsk. All right, Shadow. Oh, Shadow has Dimension Door, actually. There we go. Now we can help out Minsk. I'm gonna get away from this damn door, though. Or the window, holy crap. Yep, these guys are all working for Bane and Gortat. Bane, the god of tyranny.
Although that is a lot of blood.
Bane's command. Creature can channel Bane's wrath. Is the Black Hand's will. Ray of sickness? Not too worried about it. Alright, Boo, can you help up? Nope, Boo doesn't have the help action. Oh no, we hit something. I didn't see it. Damn it. Fireball? Holy crap. Definitely countering that. This guy a wizard? Alright, Shadow. I need you to first pick up Minsk. There we go. I have another bonus action with him too. I think we'll drink a little potion, sure. Or I could do an offhand attack. Now we'll drink a potion. Okay, yeah, the other fist members aren't joining in, which is good.
That's pride.
Yeah. Let's do causing them to attack at random, wander around aimlessly, and occasionally skip turns. Give it a try. The spell is called Confusion. I didn't realize I was AoE like that. Affected entity is hostile to everyone. I love the whirlwind attack with the flails. Fist of Bane. Okay, we just have one left. Look at him, Boo. It brings me so much joy to have Boo in my party fighting on the front lines. Whoa, how do I get down?
With ease.
Hello, Fist. Say hello to Minsk. It's gonna end her turn, I think Minsk is gonna take care of this guy.
Wolf does his best to hold my wound.
Well, that was interesting. Didn't even have plans on doing that quest, and that's how it all turned out. We defeated Banites. So Banites are servants of Bane, the god of tyranny, the leader of the Dead Three, in Falogir's fireworks, and stopped them distributing smoke powder explosives across the city.
Look at me.
And we also reached level 11. Okay, we'll start off with Wolf. I think we get extra attack with our animal companion at this level. Yes, we do. I'll pick up Lesser Restoration. Level 6 spells. Blade Barrier, Create Undead, Harm, Heal, Hero's Feast, and Planar Ally. Let's try out Hero's Feast first. Arcane Gate, Chain Lightning, Circle of Death, Create Undead, Disintegrate, 50 to 100 damage. The target is reduced to 0 hit points. It disintegrates into a crumbly ash. Eye Bite, Flesh to Stone, Globe of Invulnerability. That sounds good. And Freezing Sphere.
Let me work my magic. It shall be done.
Let's try out Create Undead. Probably loot this target first, though. Oh, somebody's come up the stairs right now. Looks like a regular.
Someone's reported a theft in this area. It seems you're the likely culprit. What will you do?
Just happened. Aw, man. Alright, we'll hand over the stolen items.
You surrender any offending up.
Oh, great. Got a Fist member here. We've been warned? Okay. Let's see if she likes zombies. It's a mummy. That's awesome. Dreadful Glare. 93 HP too. That's incredible. And multi-attack. Alright, let's give this Feast spell a try. You and everyone around can't be poisoned, diseased, or frightened. Your HP increases, and you make wisdom saves with advantage. Damn. That's powerful. Doesn't require concentration either. I want to try out Blade Barrier sometime. Summon a wall of razor-sharp blades. Okay, well now we got this Flaming Fist soldier staring at me. Huh, okay. Guess I can't loot anything. Who else is here now? Oh my god, we got all sorts of people coming in here. Attitude Wolf -5.
Never wanted the easy path. You have my word.
Installation report. Installation of self-destruction element in the Iron Throne was successful. Use majority of explosives ordered, no questions asked, none answered. Gortash will be pleased. Iron Throne. Goods delivered. Steelwatch Foundry, Rivington's Toymaker, Worms Rock Fortress. Payment on delivery. Restock scheduled for 10 days hence. Oh, look at these bombs up here. Absolutely. Take all those. A blast mine. Whoa. I don't think I want to mess with that. There's a picture of Gortash. That's funny. Alright, let's get out of here. Oh, there's a lot of people downstairs right now. Let's go this way. Death. Okay, nice. I think the Flaming Fist Soldier's gone. So can I loot things now? I think we're all done with that quest. Investigate the suspicious toys complete.
You're being arrested for theft.
Are you kidding
me?
me?
Have a defense, make it now.
Oh no. Yeah, let's try to persuade our way out of this. This guard is out on the street. That's bullcrap. I don't want to go to prison again. Thank God.
You're free to go. This time.
Okay, we gotta get the heck out of this. Oh, she's right here. We gotta get the heck out of this building.
Light on my feet.
My hamster is so full of beans.
I'm not looting anybody else. We're just gonna get the heck out of here. We completed the quest. Alright. Murder target. Rank. Are people running from the zombie? It doesn't seem like they are. You're gonna run from my wolf, but not a mummy? Seriously?
Left, right, down the stairs, and...
Interesting. We have a barricade right here.
Might not be the time.
Oh my God.
That's curious. That's not going to work.
You've been picking where you shouldn't, Pear Tree. Placing the Lordling's fire spitters throughout my city, disgusting. They leave no blood, there's no art to it at all. Just burnt ash and corpse cinder.
No, I'll have to try again later.
There's a perception check in here that I want to pass.
What is that?
Pear Tree's chest key.
I'll take this way.
What would that go to? We no longer have the murder target here, because the murder target has been murdered. Wonder what that chest key goes to. This traveler's chest was already unlocked. Hey, murder target Alexander is near the Blushing Mermaid, so let's go down to the docks. See a little bit of the city.
I'm lost. Not my dream. Do you feel it, Boo? The path of virtue beneath my boots once more. Boo and I, we are in your debt, my friend.
I clicked on Minsk by accident. Pretty disgusting down here.
Shouldn't go wandering in dark alleys. Very dangerous hobby. Gets people killed.
It is true. Boo has slain many who have greeted him so impolitely.
On a half-orc's finger, you notice an unusual ring. Heavy and with a strange symbol carved on its surface.
Scurry away, good book, before I crush you.
Okay, let's try a history check. Look closer at the ring. Try to recall the symbol's meaning.
Though you can't shake the feeling you've seen it before, the emblem's purpose is beyond your recall.
I just want to look around. Where's the harm?
Harm can be anywhere you like. Nose, kneecaps, fingernails.
Okay. I don't take kindly to threats like that. Are those your final words? Usually people scream for their mothers. Not a great day for rolls.
When I kill you, you won't have time to scream.
Okay. Oh man, there's a bunch of them. Holy crap. Getting ambushed in the lower city. Can't do this without hitting spiritual weapon. Nice. Oh, great. It's a barbarian. Damn. Going right for Minsk. It's a Wolfheart barbarian. Rage Wolfheart. Nice. An imposter. All right, buddy. Suit yourself. Cool little battle arena right here. Verticality is insane. Everybody's aiming at Gal right now because of that fireball. All right, let's do what we do best, and that is Spirit Guardians. That would be quite frightening, to have an ice surface underneath you when you're on a roof. Invalid target. Oh, aim multiple attacks at a target that is frightened. Oh, okay, so the Dreadful Glare works off a multi-attack. There we go. 39 damage. Holy crap. I got you, Minsk. Just give me a second. Imagine having two strength-based rangers in your face, one of them wielding a two-handed burning sword and the other one wielding dual flails. Yeah, that's what happens. Oh my god, I can actually jump on the roof from down here because of my high strength. That's awesome. Damn. Alright, Boo, why don't you go help out the zombie? That would be really cool, is if somebody slipped and fell prone on an ice surface on a roof if their body then slid off. Now we can use multi-attack. Come on, Minsk. You can jump up here too, my man. Not enough movement to do it, I don't think.
Whose battle cry is too
Oh, I forgot I have
high for
Misty
your
Step.
hearing, but you should tremble all the same.
Oh my god. Oh, that's great. That is great. Can I jump through the window right here? Without falling? All immune to falling prone on ice surfaces. I forgot about that. Oh wait, this guy's dead. Who's still alive? Invalid target. Tercy. Oh, he's right here. I got a good idea. See ya. I think I'm gonna have to push this guy off too, because that was just too good.
Moving.
We'll do it with Minsk. Just shoving halflings off roofs in the lower city. You gotta love it. Alright, everybody report down. That was pretty fun. We gotta see what that ring is on that half-orc. I knew it! It's the guild. Criminal organization of the city. And the guild hall hatch key. Interesting. No more social calls. Lads, no joke anymore. Nine Fingers wants the entrance locked down until the Stone Lord business is done. Customers and friends of yours be damned. We didn't close during the dock riots. We didn't close for the Steep Strangler, so get it through your heads. This is serious. Nice.
I did not sleep. I did not snore. It was a battle trance.
I never put on Longstrider.
My faith protects me.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Okay, we're gonna go down there in just a second. Just look over here. Wow. Wonder if the low lantern is here. Low lantern is a tavern that's on a ship in the harbor. Oh wow. We found the actual guild hall.
For the taking.
That's incredible. Yeah, we're gonna come back here. Let's push on with the murder mysteries. I don't want to get sidetracked too much.
Don't waste a step.
Oh, we have Cora right north of Sorcerer's Sundries. So I guess we should do that one, and then there's only 2 more after that. And that'll be a good stopping point for this episode if I can complete both of those. But you know what? Let's take a moment.
Mister has forsaken Gale.
Oh, am I getting in trouble for taking this?
Just keep your hands to yourself. You're being watched.
All right, brother. All right, we'll just leave. Fair enough.
That might be worth a look.
We're gonna have to come back here. There's all sorts of secrets in here. The hole in the wall right there. I can't move the box though without getting in trouble. That guy's not giving in to our distraction.
Another step forward.
That's just how I look.
Okay, who's our murder target in here? Cora. And there she is.
Why, hello there. We were just about to try some of Master Metzley's delightful wines. Would you care to join us?
Oh, they do look ever so tasty.
Ah, Mrs. Highbury. I prefer to conduct tastings individually, so I may assess your palate.
Call me Cora, Master Metzley. And I'm afraid I must insist on their joining us. Wine's no good without company, after all.
We failed a medicine check. Cora Highbury, your life is in danger. A serial killer is after you.
No. I must say, if this is a practical joke, it's not very amusing.
Why, a serial killer? Oh, that's terrible. Master Metzley, are you quite all right?
It was perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. You have sullied it with knowledge, made it an unclean sacrifice. I will remember your face. And I will peel it from your skull, should you interfere again.
Oh my god. Okay. All right. Here we go. Gonna need a long rest after this one. Don't have any more spell slots either. I forgot to do my after long rest buffs. Not sure which one to attack. See ya. Gotta use lesser restoration to get Minsk out of that. It's always a critical hit against a paralyzed enemy. Oh man, how many times have I targeted spiritual weapon by accident? Not a good idea, buddy.
We're escaped. No drunkard in this city is safe.
Trying to enjoy the festival.
The wine festival. Sorry about that, y'all.
They are ugly. Depraved too, in my estimation.
Maybe
Tombstone shop key. Okay. Well, we're done with that one. Oh no, Cora's still over here.
A wizard's quite worthless with a tired mind. Sleep beckons. I would follow.
Here, Cora.
I still can't believe. Why would anyone want to kill me? Thank you for saving us.
923 gold. That's awesome. He was a rich one. Okay, it's still showing her on the map, but it shouldn't be.
I still can't.
Run a business, I say. Can't even browse while he's with a client. Just infiltrate the city.
Okay, so this is how you get to the upper city. We haven't gone to yet. We have a murder target very close to here.
Facemaker fashion.
Facemaker fashion. Devella.
It's unusual for prey to supply the tools of its own butchery. Razors, scissors, nail files. So many cuts one couldn't make. And yet, such a fleeting window. But then, who am I to deny the auspices of destiny? For we are celebrating, Master Figaro. You have the delicious honor of being my crowning achievement. Your body is my ultimate gift to my lord, Bard. Together, we shall transcend.
A beast on the hunt is one thing, but there's only end for one gone rabid.
A challenger. My lord tests me. This piteous hovel will be your grave, challenger. I will savor your final breath. My last
Yeah, here we go again.
becoming another witness to my sacrifice.
Do you think we could swim?
Minsk is at half HP right now. What do we have here?
Can't be long.
Looks like we have some backup. That's awesome.
Gods know what else is down there and all.
Imperativo. Imperativo.
I don't think we're going to be saving Devella. I'm going to try. Devella has 43 HP. Come on, 65% chance you're not going to give it to me.
What do you mean? What else is down?
I don't know. Magic, innit? I'm just saying, maybe there's a reason for that weird...
We have a ton of backup right now. It's gonna take them forever to get here, though.
Stranger things have happened in...
Alright, Minsk. Get you in this room.
He will not enjoy the bumpings to come.
We're gonna do a potion of speed with him. See if we can help out Devella. Mission accomplished. Steel Watchers are coming in too. I gotta be careful with AoE spells right now. Not that I have any spell slots, but...
Line's not moving.
We don't want to turn the entire city on us by accident. This is actually pretty cool that they're backing me up.
Can't be long now.
The hell of a throw right there. That is intimidating, that's for sure.
Feel what exactly?
We'll get in the face of this ranged character. And slap him for 1 damage. Nice. Guy just stabbed Boo for 22 damage. I didn't realize Boo has 47 HP. That's crazy. Come on, guys. You done yet?
What's the use being first in line if the line's not moving?
Oh my god, that's a lot of damage. Holy crap. It's a good thing we didn't try fighting Gortash back at that coronation ceremony. Holy cow. Oh, that's not the thing I want to do. Definitely don't want to do Nether East or Blast. That'll work. Okay, we're almost done with this encounter. I think there's only 1 enemy left. Oh no, where's Delore? Now we know what happens if you attack one of the flaming fists near Baldur's Gate. You end up fighting everybody that you can see in the order of turns.
Who says smite? That means I must hit you very hard, I think.
Where is this guy? Did he go invisible? Hey, there he is. He did go invisible. Okay, let's put an end to this encounter once and for all. We stopped the spree of murders by taking down the killer, a dwarf named Dolor. We should check his body for any clues about finding the Ballist cult. Handbag. A nice dagger right there. Space Hunt boots. And it gives you Dimension Door. That's awesome. Dagger +2. Potion of Supreme Healing. The following text is printed haphazardly on a torn, bloody page titled Dirge of the Unholy Assassin.
A passphrase, Sicarius, and a location. We should find this Candle Hallow place.
We found a note in the killer Dolores' pockets, instructing him to enter Candahallow's tombstones with a passphrase. Seems the Ballist cult may be there. That's interesting because I think it was last episode, before we went to the Tsar mansion, I remember we came across Candahallow's tombstones and the door was locked. So now we have to go there to figure out this Ball cultist thing. Hopefully I can loot here without being told that I'm stealing. Okay, let's go to the Elf Song Tavern. We're gonna take a long rest. Wonder if I should put those boots on. Let's see. What do I have right now? When you cast a spell that requires concentration, you gain momentum for 1 turn. I think I'd rather have the Dimension Door boots. That's pretty sweet. It's a great spell. I could teleport Minsk and I on the front lines to any target on the battlefield. Doesn't even cost a spell slot. Okay, let's go to Candahallow Tombstones. Which is right there.
People don't always know their own minds.
I believe it's this building right here, if I remember correctly.
We give thanks.
Indeed I did. But do you not everything is not already here, striding among us.
I'm excited to use extra attack with the animal companions now.
Ready and willing. And then all will perish.
They've not slain a single dragon.
Can't give up now.
Right. It's too late to stop now.
Come on, Boom, move up a little bit, buddy.
You'll never guess what I heard about the vagabond.
Calm down, would you? It's all in your head. I've a good mind to get the flaming fist before people start.
Okay, this is the building right here. Do a quick save. We'll call this Candy. I think we're going right in.
She loves it when people play. Even better when she gets to shut them up.
fair now. I don't want any of that trouble argued about.
If you seek the tribunal, let death be your guide. For what is behind death but murder?
Light on my feet. The path less traveled.
Clerk, remember you are in the business of making Kandahala's tombstones look like a genuine retail establishment. Keep all the prices about half again, too high, so you don't sell very much inventory. Think of the shop as a stage set rather than an actual going concern. Oh. Neath Kandahala's quiet tombs lies a path to murder boons. If entry down below is your aim, seek trigger hidden by a frame. Sicarius, the door awaits to admit those who seek their fates. If to continue you insist, show a trophy rent from wrist. Of sacrifice for our lord planned, present death's night bloodied.
Keep your distance, Mont. Just here
Okay.
for walk. Don't engage.
Haha! And there we have it. Gather up, crew. We're going in.
Not as bad as it could have.
The locked door has red text on it reading, "All are awaited, all are embraced. None shall escape."
They speak the passphrase, Sicarius. This is so cool because you might have stumbled into this without getting the passphrase like I did. And Larian gives you other ways to try to figure it out. Ballast Crypt. Oh man. And I'm going to save our adventure into this Ballast Crypt for next episode. So thank you all so much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.